Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. I'm your host, Sebastian. We also have Bee and Biscornu over here. Selena is sitting over to the side, so we may or may not see her. I don't know. Welcome to anybody who is new. Welcome back to all you guys who have watched me before. This is my floss tube, so it's stitching my cat, bees, happy mail, that sort of stuff. So a little bit of everything. Hope you like it. Um, so, um, I have not. To Linda, I have not mailed your stuff out yet. But I have everything ready to go right here. So I will get that done next week before my little mini trip. So yeah, just a little warning. I'm either going to be filming late next week, or I may just skip a week. Um, if you do see a video next week, it'll probably be on Sunday, um, or it might just, like I said, I might just wait. So yeah, I've got a itty bitty little trip happening, and that's gonna make it tough to tough to record. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, um, any sort of life updates? Not really. I haven't really packed for my trip. Um, I actually need to call and see like what. I'm doing a one-way flight, so I need to figure out like what bags I can take, and so how much I need to pack. Yeah, I need to do that soon. Um, got a good decent amount of sewing done. Hasn't been too busy work wise. We're in that summer pattern of pretty much having almost every afternoon thunder blunders. So that's kind of how it is here in the south. It's not too bad. So the sun's kind of going in between clouds, so you may see the light is coming in from this way, and so you may see you may see the light kind of come and go. So I apologize for that, but I unfortunately cannot control the weather, and I need those windows open, or trust me, it would be way too dark in here. So yeah, that's very hot. Oh, that's very good. All right, also, since this is B's and T's, well, I have my bee mug. This is my favorite mug. That's hot. I'm gonna have to let it cool down a bit. I did get it years and years ago, from a place called World Market, which I know is all around the U.S. I don't know whether it's available anymore, but yeah, it's a cool mug. So this week is Stash Tea Peach. That is actually really good. It is. I want to say I've done this one before, but I don't remember exactly. Mm. Oh gosh, it's hot. Um, but it's a pretty decent peachy flavor. Not overpowering, but nice and strong, which is what I like. I prefer stronger flavors to more subtle when it comes to tea for the most part. So that's why I'm more of a fan of Earl Grey than maybe like a Lady Grey or a English breakfast. Both of those are a little bit softer tasting. So, but yeah, so that's my tea for the week here. So I think this is probably going to be a fairly short one. I do have four things to show that I've stitched on. I have one thing that is kitted up. I finished kitting up, and I want to start it, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. So I may or may not show that one to you. I have a little bit of awesome stitchy kindness and one piece of haul. So it's really not too much this week. So yeah, I'm expecting it not to run too long unless I keep yammering on, which I am. And I am distracted by my cat trying to both lay back and lick herself, which is fairly humorous. But anyway, so let me go ahead and get to the comments first. Like I say every week, I love comments. I read every single one. I respond to every single one. I very much enjoy them. I mean, even if you're just saying hello, you know, just send a comment my way. Any constructive criticism, obviously. Any suggestions. anything at all, I'm good for it. So, but yeah, just two this week. So this is a pretty short week, but obviously that's fine. That's not a problem. You know, just some weeks have a few more comments than others, so it's all good. Criminally Creative, which is a great name. Yay, you finally started Doctor Strange. Yes, I did, but I did about 250 stitches like that first night, and I haven't touched it yet. So I really need to give him a little bit more love. Um, I'm catching up on Floss Tube, so a belated congrats on 100 episodes. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, right now, I seem to be in kind of a constant state of catch up when it comes to Floss Tube, at least. Um, for some reason, I've been stitching. It's not that I don't have a stitchy bug, it's just that I haven't been watching nearly as much FlossTube as I used to, and I'm not really sure why. Um, there's been a couple of other genres of FlossTube videos. I mean, of YouTube videos that have kind of got my attention. So I kind of have gravitated that way. Um, but I haven't unsubscribed from anybody. They're still sitting there waiting. So I will try to catch back up eventually, I guess. So there you go. Yeah. So have a great week. Thank you for that. Healing Gamer says hi. Hi. Hope you're having a good week, and hopefully you're getting a lot of stitching done. So yep. And that is honestly everything for the comments this week. Uh, and as usual, my nose decides that it really wants to start sniffling and such when I try to do a video. I swear it's like every single week my nose decides that it just wants to do this on Fridays. I'm not gonna lie though, it's been worse this week. I'm wondering if it's not maybe mold, just because we've been having so much rain. But I've never done one of those, put all the stuff on your back and see what you're allergic to thing. I kind of want to because I know that like dust really gets me going. Um, but I don't know of anything else that I'm actually truly allergic to. But I mean, there's something because I'm my nose is definitely set off. So I do apologize in advance. I will try to sniffle as little as I can or as quietly as I can. So there you go. All right, let's get to the stitching, shall we? God, yeah, this is gonna be like a super short video, I think. So, speaking of Doctor Strange, this is not the Doctor Strange that I just started and have only put 200 stitches in. But this is the other Doctor Strange that I have that I also need to give a little bit of love because it's not that big, it's not that complicated, although it is a lot of fill-in. But there you go. This is White Raven Patterns. I have no idea if it's still available or not, but look at that little chibi strange. Cute. Whoops. So I have been working on. Whoops. Okay. Let's move that. There we go. I was working on his goatee and his hair a little bit, and then I got kind of tired of doing his hair. So there you go. So I actually went to his cloak. It's not a cape; it's a cloak, and just a little bit of his actual outfit. So, ooh, excuse me. Wow. I'm not sure if you guys heard that little belch there. But yeah, so there you go. I really don't like the coverage of the brown. I'm not gonna lie, which is very discouraging. But it's a 14 count, and I don't know what to do. I mean, that's a lot to I can't really do his hair in 3 because I did his goatee in 2, and that would look weird, and that's a lot to unpick. So I'm not really sure what I want to do. He's kind of in a semi timeout right now until I figure out what I want to do with him. But yeah, so that's strange. Put you over here to the side. The one that I usually end off with, but I have not been giving as much love, which um, I really am kind of ashamed of that because I really want to work on it. But I have so many others that I really want to work on too. That's my problem. This is my long dog, not long dog. Yeah, that's a joke from a few videos ago. So you belong to me. So that's that nice Egyptian one. Once again, I'm going across this first part. Um, so yeah, and to the end over here. There we go. You're not gonna focus. Focus. There we go. And now you're kind of focused. So yeah, I'm at this end part over here. No, I'm not giving you the middle finger. I don't know. Maybe I was giving you the middle finger. If I was, then I didn't mean to. That was my bad. Alrighty. So this is and Strange was on a random. I don't know, unknown. Um, 14 count. I'm gonna guess fabric flare because it's one sided. Um, 14 count Ada. This is, I believe, 16 count Ada. This is also fabric flare. Whoops, I guess I should have done that, but that's okay. And this is called Papyrus, kind of obviously. So, there we go. I have not done a whole lot. I'm just working. Oops, there we go. I'm just working on this little area over here. So this pattern will be the same as over here. It's I mean, obviously there's a lot of symmetrical things in this pattern. So yeah, kind of disappointing. Not all that much done. Last time I was going up and then over here. So this in general has been what I've been working on in the last couple of weeks. So there you go. That is Long Dog. One that I really started out strong. I've pulled back a little bit, faded back a little bit on it, but not because I love it any less, just because other things have kind of caught my attention. And so I will come back to it and do more. I mean, I'm not quitting it, but I think I'll end up going back towards it to do more on it um, soonish. Especially if I can get this other one done or close to done. I'm working on it. Part of me kind of wants to wait. Well, anyway, hold on. Well, actually, shit. I guess I'll go ahead and do it. Um, since I'm talking about it. Part of me wants to wait and kind of do the last stitches on June the 1st of next year. But, I probably won't. There we go. Alright. This is Modern Folk Embroidery. Move Forward in Love Pride Cell 2022. So this was released on June the 1st this year. There we go. And obviously for Pride Month. I love those colors. It's so pretty. And this is, I mean, I'm not usually like a super bright color kind of person, but just all these colors together just look amazing. All right, there we go. All right. And so actually, this is one of the ones I've really been working the most on, I think. Sorry, my nose is itching. All right, so ta-da! So I have, well, I finished the yellow. Well, actually, I think in last um what was it? So last Saturday I worked on this at my LNS. So every Saturday, unless I'm traveling, obviously, I go to my LNS and stitch and hang out. So I'm pretty sure I finished the orange and the yellow there, and then that previous Friday night, so a week ago, I was talking online with the Zoom crowd, and we had decided that it would look better with black instead of white, and I am very happy. I really like the way it looks. So, I think Saturday I did uh, the orange and the yellow. And the last couple of days I have done the rest of the blue, um, and a little bit of the green. And this is a dead thread, which means that I don't have any more of it. So I was very nervous to make sure that I have enough blue because I wasn't really sure. Other than two lines here and two lines here, that's all of the blue. That it's blue, but it's not coming up in the. Unfortunately, it's not coming up in the video, but this is actually shades of blue and kind of blue and purple and black. But it's not showing up because it's pretty subtle. So yeah, I'll definitely have enough, which is great. I probably won't have enough to actually keep it, unfortunately. I don't think I'll have enough to do anything else with it, but at least I've used it. So I did the blue, and I also came down to the end and started going across with that too. So that was quite a bit of work on that one. Compared to I'll finish the stripes here. Oops, I forgot about that. Kind of important. So yeah, it was quite a bit of work on that one. A lot of that work, pretty much all the blue work down here, and I think pretty much all of that was all done pretty much yesterday. Um, I went to my local Starbucks and sewed for a little bit, which I hadn't done in a long time, so that was kind of nice. I enjoyed doing that. And then excuse me, my husband and I we were watching a really nice documentary. I'll see if I can find it. Maybe I can link it below. I should have put it as my non-stitchy link, but we were watching. It's about 2 hours, 2 or 2.5 hours. This guy who's really funny. He does a walking tour of London, and it's a Jack the Ripper tour. So essentially, he's showing you as close as he can get all the places that that things happened, and all the stories behind it, like telling you about the people and about the time, and it's really really interesting. I mean, obviously being an Anglophile, that's up my alley, kind of literally. Um, but it's Jack the Ripper is not somebody. It's not something I'm really that very that fascinated with. But it's a pretty, it's. I mean, obviously it's terrible, but it is kind of a fascinating story. It's kind of an interesting story, and hearing more about what it was like to live in Whitechapel at that time. Whitechapel was kind of a very rundown, very not safe part of London in like the Victorian times, like late 1800s, when all this took place. 1888, I believe it was. Um, he was telling not only about and some of the buildings that were still. Even now, there are still some buildings in England that were from that time, which is really cool. Um, oh, you coming up and visiting? Hold on, let me move the bees. I think we have cat sign. Come here. Come on. Come on. There you go. Sweet girl. Here's my Selena. Here's my sweet girl here. This is my little void cat if you haven't met her yet. Hi, sweetie. You even looking at the camera a little bit. You're gonna sit down and relax, huh? Sit down. Got a little head rub. Thank you. Alright, so back to work. But so yeah. If it's something that you're interested in, there's nothing um the worst part is there are a couple of pictures that he shows. Um, there's only one that's particularly gory. He does warn about it, so you can fast forward it a few seconds. Um, but it's other than that one picture, really, it's very safe. It's he he talks about the killings, obviously, but not in so much gruesome detail that it would scare anybody off. So there you go. At least I think so. So anyway, so yeah, that was I did a lot of stitching while I was watching that, which was fun. So I ended up getting a good bit done. So yeah, that is the Move Forward in Love cell. Sorry, it's hard not to sit here and pet her because she's so cute. Even though she did give me that, there we go, which is mostly healed. But yeah, but we won't talk about that. And the last one that I've worked on is going to be the one that I still OD. I'm working on it, I promise. I'm actually getting a good bit done. So I was kind of really hitting a peak, and now I've kind of slowed down on it again. So I need to kind of get working on it again. But this is Cottage Garden Samplings, A Time for All Seasons, Series 10, October 31st. There you go. So got a cool raven on a white pumpkin. I was thinking for a while maybe to change the pumpkin, and I kind of tried to find some colors, and then I was like, you know, forget this. I'm just gonna do it the way that it's meant to be done. So, do I have that sheet of paper? I forgot where it was. The I was gonna tell you. Oh, there we go. So, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you for the move forward. This is Bestitch Me's Winter Solstice. So that pretty kind of pink and blue. And then this, I believe, is this no, this is Alfred from Fortnite Fabrics. That October 31st is on. So, what I have been working on, uh, as you can tell, I've been coming across with the third color out of 4 on this pumpkin. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay, I can put this over here. So, I'm going... You know, I've done this part, and then I'm working on here. I think I already did one more color that's kind of subtle that you can't really see. But these 3 colors are very close to each other. And it is really... Well, it's shown up okay in the video. I can see at least 2 of them. But there is a third color in there that is also very close to the next. So yeah, that is the pumpkin. As you can tell, that is almost the bottom. The only thing that is left is a tiny part of the pumpkin, and then this little star and weaving border at the bottom. And then that'll be done. So if I can just work my way through this pumpkin, which is not easy, but obviously doable, then, you know, the rest of it's going to be super easy. The pumpkin is not easy because the colors are really close. And as you can tell, it's kind of this weird sort of weavy pattern in there. Like, there you go. See how they're kind of spaced out? And then this whole middle is the same, like that. So it's going to be a lot of counting. Something I'm really going to have to pay a lot of attention to. It's not going to be something that I can just kind of, you know, half-ass. So I'm going to have to be careful about that one and find something that I can watch or listen to that I can pay enough attention to that, you know, there won't be a problem. Ooh, can I get some chin? Ooh, get some chin. Some chin chin. Ooh. Get some kisses? Nope, no kisses, but a boop. And she's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's like, yeah, I just don't care enough to actually react to you. So, yeah, I guess that's it for the stitching. This is probably going to be super, super short. Um, one thing I do need to check. Let's see. Uh-oh, you leaving me? You leaving me, cat? Or are you just sitting up? Ooh, got your chest. Ooh, oh, there we go. Now get some kisses. Look at that. I don't know. Do you taste the peach tea on me? Is that what it is? Maybe it's not. Okay. All right. So, sorry about that. I had a little technical thing there. All right. So, first let me go ahead and do my real quick one piece of stash. So I did get one other thing, but it's actually going to somebody. And once again, I know you guys can't hear her lick, but it's super loud. Nah. Anyway, I don't think that they watch this. I severely doubt that they do, but just in case, I'm going to go ahead and just not say. So yeah, but it's nothing big. It was just a little pattern, actually a couple little patterns. But the one that I did get was a Lizzie Kate Welcome Friends. I don't think I have this one. I hope I don't have this one. Um, but it's really cute. It's got a couple of houses and a little bee skip in the middle, obviously. Come on. Focus. You're not going to focus. Alright, well, I do apologize. I don't know why it's not focusing. Come on. Focus. Alright, I apologize. I don't know what it's doing. But anyway, so yeah, welcome friends. It does have a little little kind of house beescap sort of charm there. The thing is, it is only 71 by 40, and there are a bunch. So one, two, three, four, five, six gassed, and one, two, three, four, five, and 6 weeks. That is a lot for a very small pattern, and so more likely than not, does it give the? Yeah, it does give VMC equivalents. So maybe other than the actual three buildings, the that kind of yellowish the skep and then like the blue, and maybe the welcome friends. Oh, there you go. Now it's actually there you go. Now it's actually kind of um, decided that it wants to focus. Other than that, I probably will use DMC because I mean this just it's so small. You can definitely see the striping in the house, which is what color is that? That is honeysuckle by weeks apparently. Um, it is possible that I might just try to find ones that I have because I mean they're not that many stitches. They're just not that many stitches, and I just don't see buying all those colors for something this small. That I love Lucy Kate. That is honestly the only real kind of gripe I have against them is just like all the overdyes for literally just a few stitches. Like let's see, yeah, like the door is maybe like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the door is probably like 12 stitches or something. But anyway, so it is really cute, and I do really want to do it. I don't really have any intention of kitting it up any particularly soon time. Particularly time soon. There we go. But but yeah, it's something that I'll figure out the colors and I'll get going on that. That'd be a nice quick one that I could probably do in a day or two. Um, because I really haven't had any finishes, honestly. I mean, maybe a couple this year, not many. And so, I it would be really nice to finish something. To be honest with you. Now we got cat butt. Hey, hey, excuse you, excuse you for. Hey. Okay. Apparently, somebody is not in a petting mood. So, alright, fine. Guess I won't pet you anymore. Thankfully, that was only what we like to call a hint of claw. So, she didn't actually break any skin. That's a cat, I swear. Alright, so let me do this amazing Stitchy Kindness that I got. So, they're not Stitchy related, but they do kind of have a little story. So, and I'm gonna have to look, and I'll probably ask her tonight. Um, so I have a Zoom. I've talked about it before that I'm part of the virtual Stitchers, and so well, I mean the chat room is always open, but Friday night is kind of like the prime time when a lot of people show up, and so again, unless I'm traveling, I'll be there on Friday nights. So and I don't even remember what the conversation was, but Janice, and I need to figure out if she has a YouTube or not. I I think maybe she used to, but she doesn't anymore. But I'll double check. Um, but yeah, so um, she lives in Alaska, and so I know we were talking about kind of joking about trying like moose meat and all that other stuff, and somehow the conversation got to like Turkish delights, which is something I actually have traveled to Turkey when I was much younger, and I remember not being impressed with Turkish delights when I was there. So, we were kind of joking about it, no big deal. And so yesterday, I think it was, yeah, yesterday, I I the doorbell rang, and I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. It was a Amazon box, and so opened it up obviously, and this is called Turkish Munchies by Mukzoid. I'm butchering that. I'm very sorry. But yeah, so Turkish Munchies. So it's got all these little pictures of different different candies and such on it. And so apparently it's just a whole bunch of different Turkish treats. And so yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that. And unfortunately, on the back, it didn't go all the way, so I don't know everything that's in here. But apparently, there's a cremini mini watermelon, which I love. I love watermelon. Cat tat hazelnut, which I mean, obviously hazelnut. And the last one that I can read is potty or potty fruitcake. So that should be interesting. Um, haven't been a fan of fruitcake in the past, but I mean, I'm obviously gonna try it. Um, and these are little things. They're like 1 ounce to like less than half an ounce. So I mean, they're just itty bitty little treats. Um, so I have no idea how many different things are in here. If there's a bunch of like you know like a bunch of watermelons and a bunch of, or if there's just like one of each thing. Um, so and fortunately, one corner did get a little crumpled, so hopefully, that won't be too bad. I can definitely hear some stuff moving around in there. So yeah, I'm very excited about this. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do a video before I travel. I'm going to try to do a tasting video of these. I promised my husband that he would also be able to try these, so I might have to do it when he's here. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I'm very, very thank you. I'm very anxious to try these. I haven't even, like, as you can tell, I haven't even taken the plastic off yet. Um, because I kind of want to do that in the video, so I can, um, kind of look and see what's in there, kind of get that first reaction. Um, so that was kind of lateish last night. And Janice, if you watch this before I message you, I am sorry I did not message you. I got this and then I got a bunch of work and I didn't even. And then I went to bed. I didn't even think about it, and I apologize. So I should have texted you, which I will text you. Um, so hopefully you'll get that text before you watch this video. But yeah, that's awesome. Um, and so like I said, that was kind of late last night, and then um, apparently this. Okay, so uh, sometimes it's more UPS um, than Amazon, but some of them are really bad about not ringing the doorbell. And so apparently they did not ring the doorbell of this. So my husband goes to work. He leaves about 6:15, 6:20 from home. And so what I'm assuming is that he walked out the front door, saw a package, and then left it on the couch because um, I had another box this morning, and I'm like, okay, once again, I was like, I am not actually expecting anything quite yet. I, to be fair, I do have a couple of um, Pop Funkos from Doctor Strange, surprise, that will be coming in soonish. So I'll probably end up showing those, but but no, it was bigger, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not sure what it is. So once again, Janice, who is absolutely amazing. Look at this. It's freaking otters. I love it. Is that an otter butt? That is kind of an. Oh no, it's curling up. Okay, it's an otter curled up. I think my favorite might be the fishy otter right here, though. Otter with the fish, and it got a mommy, one with a baby. Got a sea urchin. Got some swimming around. Look, I got a conch there. Got some playing in the water. So yeah, that is just super duper adorable. And it's 1,000 pieces, so maybe I can get my husband to help me out on this one. But it's just called Otter's Puzzle. Um, is it Ebu Peace and Love? So this is a 90% recycled material, women owned, mother run vegetable inks. So, um, that's actually really cool. Um, I there's part of me that says, well, I want to link this if anybody wants it, but then I don't actually want to know the price, obviously, because it's a little tacky. Um, so if so it's called the company is called Eeboo, Eeboo. So if you want to, oh okay, actual piece size. Okay, so there you go. So that's the back, actual piece size. But there you go, Eeboo. So if you want to look it up, that is the company name right there. So you can look that up. And once again, Janice, thank you so much. I mean that those are so cute. I am very much looking forward to both trying the food and also um, trying to figure out how we can do the puzzle without having a cat knock all of our pieces off. I'm probably just gonna have to invest in one of those roll up things that you can use. So um, I might have to scour the internet for that. I'm sure they're on Amazon. And we have a nice fold out table. We can't leave it out permanently because there's just not a whole lot of room in this room. But if it's something that we want to, you know, leave out for a day or two, and then kind of roll up and do it later, then we can do that. So between that and the Van Gogh 1,000 piece Van Gogh um, puzzle that a local stitchy friend of mine gave me, we definitely have enough puzzles to keep us busy for a while, which is awesome. Um, like I said, having a cat kind of makes it a little tough. And yes, I'm looking at you. She's over here trying to keep her eyes open. But yeah, I always enjoy puzzles. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. I love it. Also, if you do want to, Janice, if you do have, I'll try to look you up. If you do have um, a link to any YouTube or anything like that that you do, just write it here and I will put it in the notes. So, all right, yeah, this is still gonna be pretty short. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do my of the weeks, and then I think we'll be good to go. Oh, anybody who's new, if you see that I have some tape on my ring finger. Um, the way that when I'm like sewing, so I'll kind of push it through, like, and I'll kind of push it through like that. So it actually leaves red marks in my skin, and so this is I don't know why. It's just the way that I happen to sew. That's just a me thing. Um, so when I'm pushing it through, I'm kind of pushing it through like that, and so I need something on my finger. So um, that just means that that means I was sewing earlier today. So there you go. But yeah, so that's why sometimes you'll see like a flash of green. I have white, red, green. I mean, I've got all the colors, but white, red, and green are the ones. Actually, I think my white and red might be empty. So yeah, I think I'm going through my green right now. But what it is, there we go. And I actually use this also. Oh yeah, here we go. I can show you on this one right here. I use the same tape to actually throw things around. Apparently, kind of tape up the sides. It's okay for the. I haven't had any problems with it sticking, or tearing the fabric or causing any problems with that. So, I mean, to be fair, it's probably not the best thing to do, but it's been working okay for me. So this is what was that? EB100 colored vinyl electrical tape from Commercial Electric. Um, so yeah, it's electrical tape essentially, and so it's very plasticky feeling, um, almost like um, almost like that plastic part of a band aid. Um, and it's I don't know, maybe half-inch thick. And then you've got the whole row. But and then I just got it in at either like a Lowe's or a um, somewhere like that, like a Home Depot, and you get like a whole set of like six or eight colors, something like that, and it's pretty expensive. And they last quite a while because I'm not using for my finger. I'm only using like that much of a length, and I don't have um, everything what I'm working on taped down. Um, just a few of them. So it just depends on how the fabric is, where I'm working on, and all that good stuff. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's one of those use at your own risk. Don't make sure you try it out and that that it works for you. But it's just something that has worked for me. So there you go. All right, now finally to go to the other weeks. Oh, my tea is already getting cold. Oh, that's really good. That was very peachy. So for the Stitchy site of the web, I can speak really. The Stitchy website of the week, and I can't believe I haven't done them before, but I don't see them in my list. Everything cross stitch. It's literally everythingcrossstitch.com. I've ordered from them once or twice. Haven't had any problems. They're kind of like 1, 2, 3. It's a little bit of everything. Um, you know, Similar price wise and what's available. I think 1, 2, 3 has a kind of bigger availability, but it's pretty good. They've got got pretty much all the stuff you think of that they would have. Um, so yeah, that's one that I would recommend. All right, for the non-Stitchy website of the week, um, and this is again one that I'm surprised I hadn't put in there, but I hadn't seen it. Pandora. So it's again Pandora.com. What it is it's a what's a good? I mean, it's music. It's online music, so you can do it online, or you can also do it with an app, free app from. I know it's on iTunes, and I'm sure that it's on Google as well. I can't imagine that it's not. And what it is that you can choose a. You can start with a genre. You can start with a specific band if you like, and what they'll do is they'll play music, and then what they'll do is you'll have a up arrow or down arrow, and so what you can do is you can tell it, hey, I like this song, or no, I don't like this song. Um, and so what it does is and then the ones that you like, it will give you more of that type. So let's say you liked Def Leppard, it's probably going to give you like you know Molly Crew or Metallica or something like that. So and it'll go out of its way sometimes to give you things that are a little more unusual. So you can definitely expand your talents. I mean, mine is all over the place, from bluegrass to metal. I've got a little bit of everything on mine. Um, to be fair, though, I've been collating it for probably 12 years or so. Um, I've had Pandora for a very long time, and so it's pretty well dialed in about what I like. But the good thing is it'll keep throwing new things at you. Like when speaking of Def Leppard, like when the new Def Leppard album dropped, um, you know, it started playing that. So I've been thumbing those up, so it'll keep playing them. Obviously the ones that you favorite, they'll you know, I mean they don't. It's a lot of songs, so it's like, I mean, just I don't know, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of songs. I don't know. They have lots. Um, so you're not gonna get. You don't worry about having to think you're just gonna keep getting the same repeats, because you really won't. Um, but the ones that you thumb up, it will replay them, eventually. Um, and the cool thing is that if you don't feel like your station, you can make another station of another type. Like I have, where's my phone? There it is. Um, let's see. I'll show you my Pandora here. Where's my Pandora? There it is. All right, it's gonna start playing in a minute. There we go. All right, let's not play. So I have my awesome mix, which is mine. For working out, for when I go to the gym, which is not often enough, I have a Daft Punk radio. I've got REM, since I love REM, so it'll kind of with those, like with REM, so it'll focus on REM, but it'll play other bands, obviously, that kind of have that same sort of sound. And again, you can always, up and down them, do your stuff. I got 80s Party. For the holidays, I've got a couple of Christmas ones. Um, so yeah, I mean, I got a little bit of everything. I have a Hamilton one, which means it'll play Hamilton, but it'll play a lot of other Broadway tunes as well. So yeah, that's and so yeah, that's that. And the thing is that with Pandora, you not sponsored. I'm really not sponsored. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but with Pandora, you can do it for free, which is fine. You only get a certain amount of skips, so you can skip forward on a song. You get a certain amount of skips. Um, and they will play little ads. They're really short though. They're not really that bad, honestly. And they're just going to be for Pandora. They're not going to be for, as far as I know, I think they're only Pandora ads. So they're not like some random car place somewhere or something like that. Um, but they also have tiers where you can pay money and either get less skips, get no skips. Some of the other tiers will have like other things where you can choose like very specific songs. I'm on like the just the first tier of paying, which means I think I have unlimited skips. I'm getting no ads, but I don't have any of that like choose a specific song or anything like that. And I think it's either $5.99 or $6.99. I think it's $5.99 a month, which honestly is not that bad. I don't listen to it a lot at home, but um, excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, but when I'm exercising, I listen to it. So that's kind of nice. And then when I'm in my car, um, I can listen to my Pandora. I don't have to worry about the radio where I'm trying to find a station and a song I like, and um, you know, um, I don't have to listen to the stupid annoying commercials. So it's kind of nice. And I mean, I work from home, so I don't drive a whole lot, but I drive enough that it makes it worth it. Especially on long trips, it's really nice. So yeah, that's that. That's now that that was a gigantic commercial for Pandora, which I'm not paid for. Um, yeah, but yeah, it's fun. It's good, and it's I don't know. I've liked it. Like I said, I'm trying to think when I was working at Best Buy because it was somebody at Best Buy that told me about it. It was his station because you can. I don't know how because I haven't shared. I don't know how to share it, but you can like share a station with somebody, and so whatever things they've chose, all their ups and downs and all that, um, get moved over to you, and then you can start making it that station your own, and they have their station, you have your station, and you know you can rename them, you know um, but yeah, they might have the same name, but they might have a totally different range of songs. I'm trying to think when I started working at Best Buy. I would guess 2000. My guess would be maybe 2010 ish. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe 2010 ish. So yeah, this station is probably 12 years old. Um, so yeah, it's a pretty well collated station. In fact, if anybody actually wants it, if you get Pandora, I can absolutely send you a link to my station. Um, um, you know, there are some explicit songs on there, but it's not like there's not like a massive amount of them. And if you don't like them, you can always thumb them down. So if anybody is actually interested in my station, which is called Awesome Mix, which was before Guardians of the Galaxy, just saying. So I had Awesome Mix before Awesome Mix was cool. I can actually say that. But anyway, but yeah, if anybody wants a copy of my Awesome Mix, then I'm more than welcome to give you a copy. Obviously, it's a free thing. So, all right, enough rambling about that. That made this video longer than it needed to be. But um, the last one is a bee fact. I don't think I've done this one. Australia, because Australia is kind of crazy when it comes to animals, um, although and insects, I guess. Um, Australia has bees that are blue and black striped, ones that are blue with black dots. They have green ones, brown ones, and even one that is a shimmering rainbow color. So there you go. They have all sorts of really cool bees. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I thought that's kind of cool. Um, all right, so I guess that is about it. It ended up being a little longer than I thought because I was rambling about Pandora for a bit. But um, I have a coffee link if anybody wants to buy me a coffee. I can use it for coffee, or more likely, I'll probably use it to help ship things out. Um, especially whatever the next giveaway is going to be. I think we're not that close to 400, but if we get to 400, I will absolutely do another giveaway. So, um, if you haven't subscribed, again, it's a free thing. I get no money from this. It's just for the YouTube algorithm, so more people get to watch, um, like, and comment, and yeah, I guess that's about it. So from me and the bees, which I forgot to put back up, and from the cat who is now soundly sleeping on the other side of the couch, I guess I will talk to you later. Once again, you probably won't see me next week, so I will probably see you in 2 weeks. All right, bye.